over here. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? I hope you are good. I am just trying to stream this into Instagram as well. So give me a minute because I've got to do this in two places. Oh, goodness. We are live on Instagram as well. Awesome. Hi, everybody. There's a bit of lag on Instagram, so I won't look at it. Look how nice that looks with the purple background. Good morning. How are you this morning? I promised you all that I would be talking to authors all week this week, and I am. And this morning, I am delighted to have Caroline West and Emma Newman, two of the authors in Beyond the Ordinary, here to talk to me about their journeys of becoming an author, their stories. We're not going to give too much away. We're going to get snippets away, and I hope you're really well and you are ready to purchase this book on Friday when it becomes live on Kindle, because that would really help us. So for those of you that don't know me, because I'm on Instagram as well, I am Mandy Nicholson, and I am the Creative Genius Consultant. I'm an artist. I am a published author. I'm a creative retreat owner in Scotland, and I help amazing, fantastic, creative and neurodivergent women to launch, grow, and scale their businesses and make more money. I'm on a mission to have those amazing women's voices heard in every way possible. That's why I help them. That's why I stepped into this space. So enough about me. You all know me. Yeah, but maybe you don't know these two ladies. And wow, these two ladies coming on this live together, these are the two stories that made me cry first. That's all I'm going to say. When I was proofreading and editing all these 30 wonderful stories, I cried at both of these for different reasons. So we're not going to tell you why, because that would be a spoiler. So Caroline, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Caroline. I'm an artist from the South of England, and I transfer normal everyday objects that you would discard or would decay into magical works of art.
Thank you. Emma, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Emma Newman, and I'm a hypnotherapist in Manchester, helping people live their best life. So, yes.
Thank you very much. Right. Okay. So let's start with you, Caroline, because you're at the top of the screen. Yeah. I know it's always a difficult decision, isn't it? Do you want to be an author in a book? Because it's that, can I write a story about, and can I do it in the limited number of words? How did it feel for you going on that journey?
It was amazing. It has always been one of my dreams to be an author. So when I got the chance, I was like, well, this is my opportunity to go for it, even though it's scary, especially I think with something as personal as your story. That can be even more scary because you're putting a part of yourself out there and making yourself vulnerable. But for me, I just think it's really helped with my entire journey, getting it out on paper and getting it out in the world, and hopefully to inspire other people who have maybe had a similar experience to mine to go for their dreams and their passions and what they want.
Because it is difficult, isn't it? This book is about creative and neurodivergent women, and how we are treated differently in this world, and the struggles that we've encountered, and some of the, everybody's brought a different viewpoint to that into this book, which is interesting. So as a creative woman and potentially neurodivergent, because you suspect it now, don't you? How's that been? How has it been for you trying to fit in?
Well, I suppose probably like most women in the book, I've never quite felt like I fitted in. I just thought I was a bit weird, which I am, but that's okay. That's good. So I think doing this book and meeting all the other women, it's just really made me feel seen, and it's just helped me feel more, well, not feel normal, but just feel more like I understand who I am. So it's just been that kind of journey where you get a real understanding of yourself, and all those quirks and things that you thought were just, something wrong with you, you realize actually it's just a part of you, and that's amazing.
You're more normal than you thought you were.
Normal in a weird way.
So, and it's a huge spectrum. So I'm going to jump over to Emma. It's a huge spectrum, and on that spectrum also sits dyslexia and lots of things. And you've struggled with that, haven't you, Emma? Amongst other
yes,
things.
I've never been diagnosed, but whilst doing a degree, various tutors were saying that I was dyslexic, had the dyslexic traits, and when I found that out, I thought my world got a bit smaller. But as I discovered more and more about dyslexia, it helped me make sense of why I think in a certain way or why I do certain things in a certain way. So it really did help. I didn't feel as confused. I didn't feel as, like you say, different. And I embraced it, and I use it to my advantage now. But when I was on a call with Heather Rose, she mentioned yourself, Mandy, and I came on you did a live with her, and I was just like sat there thinking, oh my God, could I do this? Could I actually do this? So after lots of pondering, and I was a late starter on the journey of the book, right? I thought, no, let's just do it. Let's just get on with this. So I found it very difficult to just put pen to paper, let alone the story that I was writing. But it was so enlightening, and I felt really empowered, and I felt really confident. I did write about 4 different versions of what I was writing about, but with the word count as well, what it was picking a specific area that I really wanted to help women with. Yeah. Well, and men, to be fair, with what I went through. So yeah, it was an amazing experience, and I didn't allow the dyslexia to stand in my way.
And did you know, dyslexic people are actually the most intelligent people on the planet because of the way.
I do tell my husband that all the time.
Yeah.
But, you know.
they literally are at the top of the intelligence spectrum, but they can't actually communicate as we see neurotypically that we should. And it's that, isn't it? And they're treated differently. You know, dyslexia, as ADHD and autism and all the other spectrum disorders, are kind of segregated as someone who's not normal. And actually, the intelligence level of all of those, just because we think differently. I did watch a TikTok where the person who was the expert in neurodivergence said, you know, we've got people like artists and plumbers and builders who are here on the intelligence spectrum. And I was like, whoa, hang on a minute. No, they're not, just because they don't tick the academic boxes. So it was that for me with the book as well. Hearing and reading stories from people who've always been categorized differently, treated differently, segregated differently, dismissed almost differently because of some of the conditions that we were gifted at birth. And I'm going to say gifted because I believe every single one of you is gifted. So it's that. So how did it feel? I mean, yes, you were a late starter, Emma, and your story really genuinely did make me cry, and everybody needs to read it because, you know, it's just beautifully written. And I think that's, you know, yours is too, Caroline. They're beautifully written, and it's peeled back the layers on this new skill for you. You can write. How does that feel?
Honestly, when I think you'd said it on a live once about my writing, and I cried. I was just like, oh my God, someone actually likes my writing style, and because I like to put my personality in there as well. I like to be different. I embrace the difference.
We all do. Yeah.
Yes. So when you said that originally, I was blown away, and it was really nice to hear. Yeah.
What about you, Caroline?
Sorry.
So I was just say, how does it feel now? You've got to this stage. You've written that. Are you ready to write again?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, 100% want to. I love writing, and I just think also, along with the feeling different. I mean, for me personally, I think I've masked my entire life. When I look back now, I can see how I've never felt quite right because I've spent my whole life pushing it down, masking it, trying to be someone I thought I should be. So, yeah, the more I've embraced who I actually am and realised that actually I probably am undiagnosed ADHD, I just so much more makes sense. And I just feel like for the first time in my life, it makes me really emotional, actually, I am more me than I've ever been.
Wow.
So it just feels amazing, to be honest.
And that's what I wanted with this book. Imagine that. I mean, yes, 30 women, it's like bringing 30 women into a room and getting them all to do the same thing at the same time was hard. Yeah, I
think someone said it was like herding cats.
Yes, that was brilliant.
Said it was herding cats.
I've heard of all the cats. Yeah, all the
in a past life, I managed preschool, and it's probably like herding 30 young children.
But it's been, honestly, there's 30 different voices there with 30 different stories, but there's a common thread. There's this red thread that runs through the whole book of when you read each and every story, you're like, oh my goodness, this is so common, this feeling different, this being a people pleaser, this masking, this all of these things coming from all of these women trying to survive in a world that does not accept them. And it's time we amplified these voices. So it's wonderful that you've done it. So how excited are you for Friday then, ladies?
Super duper excited.
So excited.
Yes. I'm nervous as well now, though.
You're nervous as well, Emma, yeah?
Yeah, I'm getting a bit nervous. Yeah, I've never done anything like this before. I've normally got another hypnotherapist in tow with me, or a friend. So to go and meet all these wonderful people on my own and stay overnight, away from the family, just that alone's very different. So yeah, I'm excited and nervous. Yes.
Good. I know you can't be there on Friday, can you, Caroline? But you're going to be there in my speech. Yeah?
I'll be there. I'll be there in spirit and your speech.
Yes, you will. And so we're launching it live on Friday. We're going to be absolutely spamming the socials of 31 people and more, and asking even more people to do that, because we need the help of everybody to get this book to a #1 bestseller, so that we can be noticed more. It's not about the badge. This is about the leverage that will bring us to reach more people and more women with this book. That's my real mission with this book, is let's get people talking about how, women have always been suppressed, but let's get people talking about how amazing these women are that have had all these struggles. So how does that feel? Because you're going to be in the spotlight.
Exciting.
Yeah, exciting, bit scary, bit exciting, but they're kind of the same feeling, aren't they? So
yeah, I think a lot of people get the two feelings muddled up together, and I think that can feel overwhelming for some. But I think for me personally, I find it motivating. Yeah.
Good. So give a sneaky peek, Caroline. Why should people read your story?
I just hope by reading my story, it'll inspire people to just really follow their dreams and their passions, and just take that really scary step that you need to do it, and just go for it.
Because that's what you did, didn't it? You really just took that scary step. Yeah. Well done. I know it's an amazing story. It's very inspiring. What about you, Emma? Sneaky little.
Sneaky peek is, even if you're having it on the shelf ready for future reference, with my story, it's so that people don't feel so lost and on their own, and that good moments and bad moments come and go, and even to positive therapists like myself, your positivity can leave you every now and again. So yeah, it's to inspire, to help. That was the reason why I wanted to be in the book.
And thank you, ladies, for being so courageous in sharing your stories and being so real and raw in the writing, because that's what makes a good read. We all know what we like to read, and we like stories that engage us and take us in and affect us emotionally. That's exactly what you've done. So can't wait for people to read them all. Thank you for joining me today, even if it took a bit of text figuring out. Remember, we got there in the end.
Sorry about that.
No, we got there in the end. We always happens to me. And don't forget, folks, Friday, the 11th of October, Beyond the Ordinary will be available on Kindle. And if you buy it on Kindle, you can still buy it on paperback and hardback as well, the day later, but on the 12th. But let's get the Kindle, because that's what's going to secure us that #1 bestseller spot. So thank you for watching. I will be back tomorrow morning with 2 of the other authors. And thank you for joining me, Caroline and Emma.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Monday. Thank you.
Bye.
See you Friday. Bye.
Bye.